tonight.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Purdy. That's complete right around the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The receiving totals for Wheaton in last week's game: 8 catches for an even 100 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with a milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Purdy sets up to throw again. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Purdy to throw it on first down. finding Ayuk on a nice catch. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Purdy. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Back to throw, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jamar Chase, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, a touchdown pass in the victory. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. This is Samuel. And it's a fumble. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking. Right now, they take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. McCaffrey running up the middle. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
57
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. What a finish in this